Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new edition of the Daily Debate. In tonight's show, we're going to be focusing on the Egyptian foreign affairs file. We're going to be looking at the Egyptian relations with the North African countries, namely Libya, also Asia, Europe and the United States. But before we start doing that, let's check out a couple of the main stories making the news today. And we'll start off with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who held a meeting today with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Health and Population Khaled Abdel Ghaffar. Presidential spokesman Councillor Ahmed Fahmy said the meeting reviewed the implementation pace of the national health projects nationwide, notably undergoing development of Nasser Institute Hospital in Cairo. The President was also briefed on the establishment of new premises for the central labs, the upgrading project for both the al-Masriyin Hospital and the Tumors Hospital in Menofea Governorate, as well as the Medical City project slated for establishment at the new administrative capital. And Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry on Monday stressed on the necessity of reaching a ceasefire in Gaza and accessing sustainable aid into the besieged strip to contain the humanitarian conditions in the enclave. He warned against the repercussions of an expansion of the regional conflict arising from the escalation in Gaza and pushing the entire region into instability. The minister made these remarks as he received a phone call from his Iraqi counterpart, Fouad Hussein, reiterating Egypt's support for the Iraqi security and stability in light of the deeply rooted ties binding both nations. The two diplomats discussed boosting bilateral cooperation as well as the military escalation recently witnessed in the Iraqi and Syrian arenas. These were a couple of the stories making the news today, but now turning our attention to tonight's file. Let's check out this report regarding President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi meeting the President of the Presidential Council, the Libyan Presidential Council, reiterating the importance of the withdrawal of foreign forces and elements from the country. Let's check it out and we'll be right back. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received President of the Libyan Presidential Council, Mohammed al-Menfi, at the Ittihadiyya Presidential Palace. Spokesman for the Presidency, Councillor Dr. Ahmed Fahmy, said President el-Sisi affirmed Egypt's position in support of all efforts aimed at protecting Libya's territorial integrity and reinforcing its institutions, so as to empower them to fulfill their role in achieving the goal of holding presidential and parliamentary elections. This shall take place in a manner that safeguards the interests of the Libyan people and pushes forward the path of stability and development in Libya. The President of the Libyan Presidential Council expressed gratitude for Egypt's role in support of Libya across all levels and its sincere commitment to promoting efforts towards comprehensive national reconciliation. He also lauded Egypt's keenness on unifying the institutions of the Libyan state, which is essential to restoring stability in the country. During the meeting, el-Menfi reviewed developments in the Libyan political scene and the Presidential Council's endeavors to accommodate and unify the views of the various Libyan parties. The two sides stressed the need to work towards consolidating the unity and security of the Libyan state and reiterated the importance of the withdrawal of all foreign forces and mercenaries from Libya. They also stressed the necessity to strengthen the capabilities of Libya's institutions to allow them to achieve their role and complete the electoral process, so as to ensure reinforcing the will of the Libyan people, preserving their capabilities and upholding their supreme interests.